Hey, all my brothers, all my sisters, all my kings and queens. And there's so much commotion happening around me. And you know what? I've also been feeling like, when it's the start of the year and you just get so productive. And then you just think back to how you fell off, like you were productive and fell off in recent years. But I was like, you know what? It's up to me whether I fall off or not. As well as I'm gonna use it, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'm feeling productive as hell these first few days. I'm gonna take that and take advantage of it, you feel me? And yeah, it is what it is. It's your boy Mtuduzi coming back to you out another video. Today is Monday the 6th, Monday the 5th of Jan 2025. The time is maybe almost 20 past 3, but my watch is 5 minutes ahead, you feel me? And it has no numbers, so I don't even know. Anyways, as you guys can see by the title, my 2026 shoe collection. I have to start it off like this, right? Like, firstly, making this video is so much effort because I have to move the shoes from the crib to the car because this is where I shoot videos. Another thing is, like, personally, I don't like putting... It's kind of uncomfortable putting all of this out there because it makes you a target, right? But, like, I'm willing to take what comes with it. And a big part of me believes, I'm in the kingdom of God. And if you know, you know. In this kingdom, you own nothing. Yeah, I've spoken a lot. As well as, let me say this, I feel like ever since I've made these shoe collection videos, this is one thing I must emphasize, It is by the grace of God that I've got all these shoes. I have more than enough. And one thing I feel like that's in my heart, like even though I'm in a place of abundance, is never worship the materialistic. Always look to God, because you know what? In the future, it will be different. I could lose them. I could gain more shoes. But like, what matters is the Lord. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the shoe I'm wearing, right? And also shout out to Too Faded. I be dripping, and I was at his crib, and he was basically saying, just to document the journey, because no one knows the prices, you know what I'm saying? No one knows what it actually takes, how much I've spent. Yeah, so now shout out Faded. Okay, we have the classic. These are the NB 480. You know what I'm saying? New Balance. So these shoes, I got them on sale. Like I do almost all my shoes I get on sale, right? That's the cheat code. But like, these ones were going for 2,000. And you're gonna see, if you've watched my previous video, a lot of the shoes I still have, I just got rid of some, replaced them. But like, these ones went from 2,000, and I bought them for 1,000 rand. It was half price, right? And I won't lie, like, even though they kind of worn out, I just loved the color, and because they low. Like, I don't like New Balance, the brand, you feel me? But I like the style of these, and these are the best New Balances to me, because otherwise they just have that running shoe type of look. And now I'm a dripper, I ain't into all of that, you feel me? So you started off right. These are the NBs, baby. Oof, white and yellow like a daisy. I put this in one of my wraps. And Also, some of my shoes, I just took one of the shoes instead of taking both pairs, right? Then we go on to these morning shoes I have. Whew. These ones came straight from Mr. Price. Shout out Keshni. You know, she bought me these as a present for my birthday. And you know, even though I don't like wearing Mr. Price because I feel like it's such a pop brand, I won't even lie, the quality isn't the one. I was like, you know what, I accept the gift, and I've had them since. I don't wear them, you know what I'm saying, but like, yeah, they're still in the collection. We move on to, you know, those were, if I'm not wrong, 100 Rand. I think I had went to Mr. Price and I saw them for 100 Rand. We move on to the, you know, the classics, you know, Air Force One. I don't know the type of Air Force One it is, you feel me, or like the special name to it. But yeah, this shoe, man, currently it's my longest lasting shoe, right? It's still in like the best condition. I feel like also because of, you know, the material used, and also, you know, because I've bought so many shoes, I've had the privilege. One thing I learned is to not buy suede shoes. It's like they tend to wear out faster. But you know, a shoe like this, it's really for life. But you know, obviously the Forces, they're always gonna get creased, and mine is kind of creased. But yeah, man, like, I prefer this Air Force over the plain black. As well as, you know, like, this one, it hasn't let me down, and I have so much love for this shoe. You know what I'm saying? And thank the Lord, you know, because I'm still going strong, baby. This one I had bought for 1.9, right? I don't know the year, but I remember the price was 1.9, and one of the brothers who cleans the complex is, I don't know what they call it, he's doing that thing. So if you hear that noise, you know what it is. Boom. Oh, sharp. We'll move on to this one, you feel me? So this Adidas sneaker, check it out. You know, I didn't show you the bottom of the other shoes, but like this one, I don't know what it's called. Like, I forgot its name, but like, has a dope name. You know, I'm not a fan of Adidas anymore. This is the only thing I have, right, from Adidas. But I love this shoe, man. The material, it's not suede, but something like it. This shoe is also so durable. I don't wear it much because it needs like a classic outfit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one I bought for, it was a sale, a crazy sale actually. So from 1.9 to like 700. And yeah, man, like, yeah, it's been a pleasure. I won't even care. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like I'm gonna get rid of it, because as much as I like owning the shoe, like I'm at the point in my life where I want to wear things that are a certain brand. So I want to be like brand associated. So that's why, like, most of the shoes or most of the clothes you'll see are from Polo. Like, I associate myself with Polo. Once I move up by the grace of God, then I'll be wearing, you know, the Louis, the Gucci's. But yeah, it's like, for me, my mentality is, if it's not a need and it's a want, splurge. And God has given me the ability to splurge. We move on to my pair of slippers. These ones, I won't lie, man, they've held me down. Like, with this pair, You know, this is like the pair I normally, I won't say I take a shower in it, but like I'm always wearing it after a shower. You know, I hate grounding, you know, going barefoot. Unless it's like on some clean grass. But otherwise, I hate going barefoot. I try to avoid it by all means. And this is the shoe that's been holding me down, man. This one, I got it for like 350 if I'm not wrong. It was on a sale from 600. But yeah, man, you know, if you know me, you know how much I love Polo. So this one just, it strengthened the brand for me. And yeah, man, Polo slipper, let's get it. Okay, so let me bring out this box. I only have a few boxes left. Like the rest of my boxes, they got messed up. Yeah, as you can see with this shoe, I don't know if y'all will see. This is my training shoe. It's an Adidas EQ19 Run, right? I'll put the boxes here. But here's the shoe. Check it out. You feel me? So, I don't know, it got stained here, but there's the shoe. Yeah, and as I'm getting back in the gym, man, like, this one has been holding me down. You know, I won't even lie to you. There's been pressure to get... Oh yeah, as I said, I only have one Adidas shoe. This is the other one. I forgot. But like, yeah, I won't lie. There's been pressure to get multiple training shoes because, you know what I'm saying? It's like having one is what I need, is what I should be content with. But you know, when you see people switching gym shoes, it kind of makes you feel left out. But you know what I'm saying, because I have an abundance of clothes and shoes, I'm able to be content with just one training shoe, right? Even though in future, if I do get more money, I'm gonna buy maybe like a Nike one, and this could be like my backup until it gets old and I give it away. But yeah, these are the EQ19 Run. Whew, it's hot as hell out here. But let me open the window. Yes, sir, baby. You know, all glory to the Lord, because, you know, as I said, I have more than enough. And now that I've experienced such an abundance of things, I won't lie, it's spoiled me to a certain extent. But like at the same time, it's like I truly appreciate not the shoes, not the clothes, but like, firstly, who you have to be to have all these shoes and these clothes. There's a lot of sacrifice I've had to go through to be able to have these, as you can only imagine. Yeah, bo. Okay, yes. It never stops. Anyways, yeah, I didn't say how much the EQ19 Runs were. Those I got for 700, so it was half price. From 1.4 to 700, I was like, I'm never ever gonna buy a running shoe other than this one if I don't get this one, because normally they're over 1,000, and back then I just didn't want to invest in myself like that. I felt useless. It felt useless to buy a running shoe or even get in the gym, but now I see things different. So then with this shoe, I grabbed it in a rush, so you feel me, the box and the setup is kind of messed up. Here's the box though. But yeah, I'll show you one of the shoes. This is, let me put this here. What do they call this one? So this one is a hybrid hiker sneaker, right? From Polo. You know, I love me some Polo. This one I don't like. I won't say I don't like it. I love the shoe, but like, I think it was the first or the second time after I bought it, You know, I was outside, it rained heavy. I didn't have an umbrella. So as you can see, like the suede is still affected, you feel me? But besides that, man, like I love the design of the shoe. You know, I'm into polo. So this is one of the polo shoes where I didn't feel disappointed, because most of the polo shoes there, it's kind of disappointing. They don't really cater to, like, let me say, the culture, you know what I'm saying, to young player brothers like me, because I feel like, honestly, polo is like for uncles, but I'm able to wear it in a player way, you know what I'm saying. But other than that, it's like it's one of those brands where it's like a class thing, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, these are the polo sneakers. Still love them, still rock them. These ones, they went from 2,000, and I bought them for 1,000 rand. They were on sale. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna leave these ones like 1,000 rand. You feel me? So yeah, these are the polos. You know, as I'm doing this video, I feel like there's just not enough gratitude in my heart to God. And even though, like, a part of me is used to it, I won't even lie. Like, I've went from not having to having, and it's like God is good. Like, even though I can't even give him the praise as I'd like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all glory to the Lord, you feel me? So then we move on. Let's get it. Yes, sir. We have another polo sneaker, you feel me? Whoa, these ones I've had for quite a while now, you feel me? But basically they are the gum sole, the paneled gum sole olive, right? So here you go. I've shown these ones before. They kind of got out here, but like these ones are still in good condition. Still really love this shoe. Classic polo sneaker, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I love this design. Like, as you see, I've got quite a few in this design of polo. Here, that you don't see it, it says polo, but it's worn out. If I do this, you kind of do, but like, yeah, man, like I loved this gum soles. I don't know if I told the story on my previous, shoe collection video, but like, yeah, these ones I had wanted for such a long time, and originally they were 1.9, right? Then 1.9, then back then I was always in the I won't say I'm always in the store, but like for the longest time, I'm not sure if obsessed is the right word, but you know what? I've come to understand. Oh, Shafsha, greeting one of the brothers, but I've come to understand, right? Like, they talk about most people do what they get rewarded for. So, and I've been rewarded for looking good, all my clothes. So it's something that I always wanted to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I went into the store. It was Edgar's one day. They were going for 1.3. I used money from my savings, which I shouldn't have, but I was like, man, I gotta have this shoe, and that's the story ever since. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get it. So let me put this one quickly away. Yeah, there's a whole lot of commotion, guys. Still gonna get down with the video. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yes, sir. This is the Suede Skate Nitros, right? This, yeah, I said that it was 1.3. This shoe, I had, I had just gotten money, right? Like a surplus, like more money than, I would say more money than I'm used to, but like I had more money than I needed, if I can put it like that. And I knew I was gonna buy something because that's how I am. It's like I felt like clothes are an investment, and you know what I'm saying, I've been investing in myself. You know, only now, like I feel like even though they still are an investment, I feel like it's smarter. I've got too many, so I should start putting my money elsewhere. And you know, clothes are perishable, so they're not really an investment. But yeah, the Pumas, you feel what I'm saying? Only Puma shoe I have. I don't like Puma as a brand, honestly, but like love this design. These are suede. Yeah, and these are well, 1,000 rand. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Oof. Let's get it. So still got okay, yeah, 3 more shoes. Let me start here. So I don't have the box for these shoes, but yeah, these are another polo shoe of mine. So I've got navy blue polo jeans, right? But they're the type of jeans that just like stain everything, and I wore them with this shoe and they really stained the shoe. But like this is also another polo shoe I love, man. Like this one, it was going for what, 1.9 if I'm not wrong, right? 1.9. I got it on sale for like 1,300. Yeah, and this one I feel like it feels like a tennis shoe. It feels like I don't wear it as much, funny enough, right? But every time I wear it, it feels like a low-key flex, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the polos, I don't know what this one is called, but yeah, this one I like. It's like a low-key, it's still one of the, like a good design by them, because they don't have as many good, you know, designs when it comes to shoes. Yes, sir. Second last shoe. This one, I know y'all ain't seen it, you feel what I'm saying, but yeah, this one I got it recently, in December last year, you know what I'm saying? So the story with this shoe, you know what I'm saying, the Vans, you know, I've always wore Vans, but then I grew out of them. But yeah, so there's a shop called Faro, Faro, Faro. Yeah, and you know, they have different labels or whatever, and I went to go check out the store. I saw these and they were only going for 350 if I'm not wrong. No, they were going for like 400, right? 400 rand. So I'm like, what? And like, you know, it's funny, it's a funny thing, right? And this is, it's, it depends on how you look at it, right? Always when I go shopping, I always find, whether it's a specific piece of clothing, whether it's a shoe, but that's my size, that's like hella discounted. And I always feel like it's fate, you know. And also with these shoes, right, it's like, part of me didn't want them because they suede, but like I love the pink, I love the design. I've always wanted this Van, even though I don't have much to wear it with, right? But yeah, this is a size 8, and like no one was taking the shoe. It was going for 400. So I'm looking at like, what the hell? Like, are people just sleeping on the shoe or what? But then yeah, I think I came back like the next day, or yeah, I think it was the next day, and you know, it still hadn't gone. So I just decided to buy it, and it got further discounted to like 350 for me. So crazy, from like 1.4. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everything checks out. It's OG, you know what I'm saying? No fake. But like, yeah, like I was like, you know what? I don't need another pair, but like, might as well. You know, it's like once you start collecting, that's the thing. It's like, it's hard to stop. I won't even lie to you. Oof. And I feel like I've saved the best for last. Hey. So these are the, maybe you won't see that properly, but these are the Horsebit moccasins. You know, I've got a rhyme to the, I'm like, semi-formal, I'm outside, I'm in Horsebit moccasins. Oh, something, man. I'm nice, I got her shaking like, I'm nice, I got her shaking just like she got the moccasins. Another polo shoe, you know. It came with this to wear them. I've never felt so honored, even though it's just like a, you feel me, a young material thing. But yeah, I keep this to clean them. You feel me? But yeah, man. One thing I love about these shoes, right, is like it's also like the packaging. Originally they are 3.3. I got them for like 2,300. Yeah, and you know, like it was way out of my budget, way out of what I could afford, right, with the money I had. But I was like, you know what? There's never gonna come a time where these are so discounted, and I really want a formal shoe, and I won't lie, I want a polo formal shoe. I don't just want a formal shoe, because you can get cheap at like Woolworths or whatever. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna spend my money on this, and you know, I'm gonna stand with the bad decision I made. But yeah, like these ain't a bad decision at all. But like, oof, the Horsebit moccasins. Give me. Yeah, so man, love this shoe, like, and I say love, and I mean it in the right context, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, the Horsebit moccasins, like, they're already getting, you know, kind of old. I've worn them a lot. But yeah, like, man, this shoe, even though, like, I feel like people can't tell unless they see this. But, like, for me, it's just like a next level. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it's not this, it's like a chopped nose, which, you know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet. But, like, yeah, man, the Horsebit moccasins, like, thank the Lord. But yeah, like, I've come to the end of the shoe collection. You know, it's January. As much as I want to say that I won't add to the shoe collection, knowing myself, I probably am. But then also me, like, the reality is I'm at a point in life where I actually can add, right? So I live at home. My bills are very low, if I can put it like that. So this is not for everyone, because a lot of people, you feel me, a lot of people are be dripped out, and because that's what I've set my mind to. But like, a lot of people look at me and it's like he's being irresponsible, or 1, 2, 3. You know, you always get those comments. You know, funny enough, like, I was at Clearwater the other day. You know, I had all these chains on, you know, the watch, the ring, and you know, I feel like people are always gonna, you know what I'm saying, voice their opinion, trying to hurt you. But one of the things I remember, some girl said, you feel me, she was like, it's giving new money, it's giving just got introduced to money but doesn't really have money. And you know, like, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, all these decisions are mine. And just accept that when it comes to the drip, I'm spanking you, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, it's like, firstly, it shouldn't be a thing of ego. From my side, it's like, I really feel honored to have all these shoes. You know, like, as you can guess, it's like, I think I don't know how much shoes, I don't know the amount of shoes, but like, I can basically wear a different pair every day of the week. It's more than I need. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like I've come to a point where it's like it's normal for me now. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, it's like I never think I'm better than anyone. As I'm explaining to you guys, most of these shoes are bought recklessly. I don't need these shoes. I don't feel like they make me better than the next person. Yes, obviously when comparing, I could, you know what I'm saying, outdrip you. But like, it's like they don't even mean as much as I feel like people project onto me. Like they always want to come at me on some like you too deep. I'm just like, come on, chill now, you know what I'm saying? But like, oh, glory to God. And for me, like, I feel like having all these shoes has made me realize, back when I didn't, before my whole journey of having shoes, right? Or having this amount of shoes, I always just wanted like one nice pair. And then I got the first pair, and then I got the second pair, and then it just kept going, right? And it's also it's given me a realization with people who have many cars. Like even like with Andrew Tate, like when he gets to talking his talk, he has, maybe now you can say, almost 90 cars. And everyone will look at him crazy. 90 cars, you're not gonna even drive them. But like I understand why he has 90 cars. It's like also with me, like I say today that I'll probably add to all these shoes because the money I'm spending, right? The money I have to spend, it's suitable to buy a shoe, right? With the expenses I have. Obviously, like I want to live alone. My circumstances are gonna change. I'm not gonna probably gonna have all these shoes, but like I'm not gonna always buy shoes. It's only now because I have money available. But it's like before I always buy a shoe, right? Or a piece of clothing, I always ask myself, what else can you do with this money? And like, there's the classic invest your money, 1, 2, and 3. But it's like, really, there's not much I can do with the money. And that's why I buy a shoe. You know what I'm saying? I saw a television program. It was this other lady. And basically what happened with her is some Pakistani guy, he proposed to her, right? But not like I want to get married. He had a proposition. So basically he was like, you know what? I want to marry you because I am not a citizen of South Africa. Get married to me. Then I'll give you like 450 or I don't know every week. As long as we stay married, I'll give you this amount of money, right? But what ended up happening is after they got married, the money stopped coming, and basically that's the reason why they were on the show. Now she wants to get divorced. This foreign surname has caused them much trouble. This guy, he's nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, they were asking her, what did you do with all that money he used to give you in the start? And she was like, you know what? He didn't give me the agreed upon money. I think he gave me like 350, and I just spent it on sweets. It's like, what else was I gonna do with the money? And that's how I feel. Like with all these shoes I have, yes, I could have saved all this money. Maybe right now I would have been having, I've ran through more shoes than these. It's just that obviously they get old, and God has given me the a heart to give, so I give some of my shoes away. But like, I could have been having like maybe 20,000 in the bank. But like the reality is I probably just would have spent it off on something else because I wasn't as serious on saving the money, putting it towards, what I'm saying, maybe stocks or whatever. So it's like I'm grateful for all these shoes. And another thing for me is like I had to go through it to understand. You know what I'm saying? I had to buy this amount of shoes to realize that, you know what? The confidence doesn't come from the clothes you have, right? It's like growing up, give me a minute to vent. Growing up, I always thought, like, a big reason of me buying all these shoes is I'm on Instagram, and if you know, but people switch outfits. People like never wear the same outfit on Insta, even though it's just a picture. So I wanted to have that lifestyle, no cap. But after buying all these shoes, it's like, firstly, like, people will never give you that validation. Like, even with me, like, the amount of clothes I have, right? I have a closet full. Like, people still don't give me that feeling I want. That, dudes, you know what? You know what I'm saying? You're really leading us in this game. And also another thing is, I feel like I'm a big fish in a small pond. Like, where I live, I've got more clothes than all my friends. You know what I'm saying? More shoes than all the brothers, all the sisters I know. Where I work, I'm the most stripped out. It's like, it's rare that I walk in a place and someone is more dripped out than me. It's rare, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've had to come here to realize that it's not exactly what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I always, there have been, like, let me put this right. Have you ever, like, there's always, for me, like, there's always been an uncle, right, that has had all the cars, the clothes, whatever. And when you talk to him, he doesn't have all those things. And his advice is always, you know what, I've had those things, I don't need them. And, like, whenever I've heard that, like, from someone specific, I always have that thing of, not me, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to drip forever. But, like, now that I'm here, you know what I'm saying, with all these shoes I have, it's like, I really understand. It's like, even if you can take them all away, yes, it's going to hurt a bit. But it's like, I didn't need them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I didn't want to get here because I didn't want to have, I feel like everyone goes through this realization. But it's like, yeah, you don't need them. They don't mean as much. Don't get me wrong. They do play a big part, you know what I'm saying? Like, in your image. And that's why I'm going to continue to buy more shoes, more clothes. Because it's mostly about your image, right? But, like, it really doesn't get you what you want from it, right? You don't get that validation. Even with girls, it's like, yes, I drip out, but, like, girls don't just come and talk to me because I have, let's say they think I'm rich. They don't just come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not all that. And another thing I want to add before I cut the video, like, I think more than anything, what I've realized, right, is it's not really about the shoes, right? One thing I've realized for myself is I have so many shoes and so much clothing and abundance in so many areas because I'm living a holy life dedicated to God. And that's the reason, the type of person I am, the type of character I have, that I don't want to lie. I don't want to do anything outside of God's will, like, drink, smoke, sleep around. God has blessed me with all these things, right? And that in future is going to be all the wealth I have. But, like, I've realized it's really just about, even if you have, shoes from Pep, right? It's really just about cleaning those shoes, looking presentable. Because for me, that's everything about it. It's like, even though I have these different shoes, it's about being clean, being presentable. And I respect people who are clean and presentable. It's funny that not so many people are clean and presentable. But yeah, it's like, the reality is there's so many shoes I don't have. Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Jordans, the all white Air Force. There's so many polo shoes. which, you know what I'm saying, if they give to me or are offered to me, I'm not gonna deny them. Or the reality is, if I have an abundance of money, I'm gonna buy them. But like, the shoes don't make you. You don't wear the shoes. No, the shoes don't wear you. You wear the shoes. It's your boy Mduduzi. If you've liked it, like, comment if you're trying to comment, subscribe if you feel led, and you know, if you feel inspired, you know, seek first the kingdom, as far-fetched as it sounds, because I remember watching None of the Soul's shoe collection video, and the brother had so many shoes, and I think I was just on like a pair of, not even like, it wasn't even known proper name brand shoes, and I was just like, oh Lord, can I be in his position? Like, and you know, he was also just saying, like, seek God first, and that's my same advice. It's like, yes, even though these shoes came through bad decisions financially, decisions I shouldn't have made, you know, God has been with me, and he's sustained me, and he's taught me the lessons I was supposed to learn. And the message I'm sharing to you guys is that if you do want all of this, God is the way.